Okay, so at this point, we are finding these individual residuals. Sound like Dr. Seuss. We have 512 minus 505, which is 7. The y hat is the y value that's produced from our equation. The y hat is the estimated y value using our line of best fit. Y is the actual data point. In year 2, we actually sold 603 pizzas that year. All right? In year 2, using our line of best fit, we would have been estimated to sell 593. So what is 603 minus 593? Our actual number of pizzas sold was 10 pizzas above the line of best fit. Our actual number of pizzas sold in year 1 was 7 pizzas higher than the estimate. In year 3, did you get a negative? We sold 38 fewer pizzas than we should have according to our line. It was a bad year. Maybe the weather was bad, not sure. This wasn't a good pizza year, all right? In year 4, 775 minus 768 is 7. So we have all these points on the graph. If we look at the graph here, right? The first, second, and fourth points, here, here, and here, are all where compared to the line? Above the line. And what were their residuals? Positive, indicating that they were above. Above by a lot? Not really. 7 pizzas off when we're talking about 500 pizzas, that's not a lot. 38 below, that's more significant, right? So you can see there that that number that was 38 below was very noticeable. What is that noticeable point called when it's way out there? It's called an outlier. So we have a point that is way out there and not really close to the rest of the data. All right, so what we do next is we calculate what's called the sum of the residuals. Let's get this out of here for a minute. We want to add the residuals together. 7 plus 10 plus negative 38 plus 7. See what you... The sum of the residuals. What did you get? Positive or negative? Negative what? Negative 14. Here's what that tells us. Overall, we got a negative answer. This is about all you can read from this. We got a negative answer. Does that mean, when I say what is the meaning of this, does that mean more points are below the line than above the line? Look at the graph. Is that a true statement? More points are below the line because the residual sum came out negative. True or false? False. What does it mean? And before we answer that, here's what we were finding when we did these residuals. We found these vertical distances. How far was that point above or below the line vertically? So it doesn't necessarily mean that more points were below the line. What does it mean?
There was a point that skewed the data that messed it up.
Okay, there was a point that skewed the data, that messed it up, and dragged the overall outcome down, negative. It means that the distance below the line was so extreme that it was greater than all the positives combined. All right? What we're going to do next is find a better predictor or a better indicator of how good our line of best fit is. Not just the sum of the residuals, but something called the root mean square error, which you see at the bottom of your page.